Gamers, what's good? So we finally have an event. Feels like it's been forever since the last event. I don't know how long it's actually been, but it really feels like it's been a while since the last time we did a what should you play video. If you guys are not familiar with this series of videos, basically with the help of my Discord, we're going to be showcasing a bunch of different strategies along with replays for each of them. So shout out to everyone in the Discord who participated. Obviously I'll be naming them as we go deck by deck. As for this event here, we have a pretty heavy ban list. Pretty much every floodgate is banned. I don't think I need to show you. Like, there's basically no floodgates. However, there are a lot of hand traps. So let me go show those to you right now. And yeah, as you can see, pretty much every hand trap and every staple is here. Maxi is here, you know, Gamma for those that want to run it, Ghost Ogre, Ash, Ghost Bell, Nibiru, as well as all the staples like, you know, Dark Ruler No More, Droplet, Evenly. I think these cards are going to be really good, especially Evenly. I think you shouldn't sleep on this one. There's not a lot of generic negates in the extra deck, so people that are going first are not going to be able to put up like incredible boards when it comes to just stopping board breakers. In my opinion, similar to the first time they did this event, it's probably going to be a bit more of a going second focus event. That being said, let's get into the deck list. We have a lot to cover. I'm going to try to cover more than usual today, and from now on, I think when we do these videos, I'm going to start doing deck and then replay, deck then replay. I used to show all the decks and then all the replays, and I think that can make for a bit more of a confusing experience, so we're going to switch that up this time. But before we get into that, don't forget to like the video. I'd love to be the guy that's like, did you know that only 30% of the viewers are subscribed? But right now, I'm more like the, did you know that 100% of you haven't liked the video yet? So make sure to hit the like button, and let's get into it. Starting off strong here with Mazinger's Mutant Gold Pride list. This looks really sick. By the way, just pointing out, if you guys don't know every single card in the deck, just pay attention to the left of the screen and it's going to scroll through every single individual card in the deck, so you can't miss a card name. This is a pretty solid way to get some negates on the field. All the big mutants are negates, right? So you have like a trap negate. I think this one's the monster negate. Yeah, and this one is the spell negate. So yeah, the mutants, you know, they're pretty good in a format like this where we're kind of low on negates. Also, shout out to Totem Bird down here in the extra deck. I didn't even know about this rank 3, but yeah, even running a little bit of the Ghoti cards. He said they're good small world bridges and they're good banish fodder, you know, so you have this little Ghoti line in your extra deck during your opponent's turn. Looks really interesting. Let's go check out the replay. We've got 2 mutants in hand, 2 small worlds, and a called by. So we start off with small world, and we're going to reveal Ash in deck, banish one of our mutants to grab a Terror Top. Makes a lot of sense. Terror Top's going to be pretty good, I think, in this format. Terror Top, search the Takatomborg, special Takatomborg, then we can normal our M05, search Mutant, we can go Mutant, special summon from the hand, banish it to send another mutant to the grave to special summon Mutant Beast, then Takatomborg plus Terror Top, we make ourselves a Chariot Carry. This looks really good, actually. Yeah, Chariot Carry, detach, we can grab the Better Luck next time. Then we're going to send to the grave a Baller. Then we're going to go for Better Luck next time, grab Captain Carry. Damn, I didn't even realize the mutants pay some life points to do that, right? Damn, that's really good. Okay. So now we're going to use these to make ourselves a Mutant Mist, set the Gold Pride, start your engines, set the called by, we get to summon another carry, and then Better Luck next time gets us a draw into Ash Blossom. Really good. So we've got start your engines, we've got called by the grave, we've got a spell negate with our Mutant Beast, and this is a trap negate. Oh, we get Kaiju. Kaijus will be banned in the event. I forgot to mention that. You will not need to worry about Kaijus this time. So I think Crusadia is going to be a lot worse than it was in the first Theme Chronicle. Here they're going to go for Ohime, but we're going to Ash the Ohime. Keep in mind, he's testing this in ranked, so it's going to be good in the event, right? Summoning out the Dogoran here. Dogoran swing into one of our mutants. Pretty good. Mutant Mist. If this card is destroyed, you can target one of your banished mutant cards added to your hand. We add the Mutant. And let's go. We can draw into Max C. Now we're going to use these two, rank up into another Chariot Carry. Makes a lot of sense. Chariot Carry effect. Detach to grab our Better Luck next time. Then we're going to send to the grave a Leon. Go Better Luck next time. Add Leon to hand. And then we can normal summon the Mutant, paying some life points. Go Mutant Beast. Special out the Leon. Bring back the Chariot Carry. I mean, just the regular carry. Summon the Star Leon. We trigger the carry in the grave to boost our Star Leon. Pop the Dogoran, gain all its attack, and we're swinging for big damage. Damn, and he even BM'd with the Maxi there. God damn. Okay, yeah, pretty stylish deck, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty swaggy. I mean, I'm planning to play like Karibo in the event, so if it's gonna be a lot of decks like these, I'm probably gonna be losing a lot. Now, there's no event without its goober decks, so shout out F2Q in my Discord For this FTK list, this is Mayakashi Mill. It's just good old Mayakashi Mill with the absorbing bone tower, using the Daki, just keep summoning from the grave, and that triggers the bone tower, and you just keep climbing into your synchros. And you know, you just mill out your opponent's deck. Very silly. Let's go watch the replay. All right, so I'm more than familiar with this deck because I have been FTK'd by this before in ranked ladder in Master Duel. It's pretty silly. But let's just show it in action here. So we're going to go set Mayakashi return, activate card destruction. Then we can activate hand destruction, do a little bit more milling, a little bit more drawing. We're going to activate Mayakashi return. They're going to go for Max C. We love Max C. Like, we love Max C. It just makes our job 10 times easier when we get Max C'd with this deck. So anyway, we're going to search a Hajun, the Winged Mayakashi, normal summon it, and special summon out a Daki. Then we're going to trigger our Yuki Musume, sending a Mezuki to the grave by special summoning it. Mezuki in the grave vanish itself to summon out the absorbing bone tower, and now it's about to go down. We're going to go over Guruma, trigger the bone tower, then we can trigger the graceful Mayakashi in the grave, special summon out, and we can trigger the other graceful Mayakashi. This deck is no return, and this is basically why it's so crazy. So we get the mill 2 with the bone tower, and then we get the mill 2 again with the bone tower. Now we go to Tsukumo, then we trigger the bone tower, go graceful Mayakashi, yeah, then we trigger the we get all get still summon our Daki, then we trigger our Daki, then we trigger the go Mayakashi to special summon one of our synchros from the grave, and we can synchro again into Tengu, and then we can trigger our Daki, and you guys get the idea. This deck is really silly, and they love Max C. You could still win with this deck even if you don't get Max C'd, but Max C does make your life even easier. Anyway, let's not dwindle on this deck. It's pretty silly. Hopefully no one's going to be playing this, and let's move on. Next up here from Bidoof, we can't have an event in Master Duel without a super underrated going first Dino build, and this event is no exception. This list looks insane. I can already tell just by looking at the extra deck. Like, this is going to be one of the few decks that is consistently setting it, well, consistently for dinos, setting up Omni Negates. So yeah, you're looking at already like 2 Omni Negates in the extra deck. This one obviously searching the 9 pillars of the Yangzing with the Denglong. I mean, this just looks insane. Playing the Dino Wrestlers and some Yangzing cards. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing this deck in action. So let's just get into that replay. All right, let's see this deck in action, bro. I'm actually so excited to see this one. I might even try this list straight up. It looks so fun to play. And like, I don't need to craft anything other than SRs from it. Okay. So we've got Fossil Dig, Lightning Storm, Ground Xeno. Yeah, this hand is nuts. So we go Fossil Dig, grab Misk. We can pop the Petite here. Oh, wait, no, I'm an idiot. I thought we activated Ground Xeno. What am I talking about? Activate Misk, normal OV, search Baby. Then we're going to go for Misk Effect in the grave, banish it. We're going to summon out an Archosaur. Archosaur is going to pop the Baby. Then we get to add Beta, Evolution Pill, Ultra Transcendence. Summon the Petite with the Baby. Pop the Petite with the OV. Summon back the Baby. Summon out the Dino Wrestler, Iguano Draka. Then we go Ground Xeno, add the Meteorus, pop the Petite. After we made an IP, we get to trigger Petite and summon out Meteorus. We can summon Stegosaur, and this one can add a Dino Wrestler monster or World Dino Wrestling from deck to hand. That's really good. So we add a Valionyx to hand. Then we can go Beta Evolution Pill, banish the Valionyx. Send to grave the Balyonyx as well as the other one. Tribute them to summon out the Transcendosaurus Gigantosaurus. On summon, can add back the Petite Renodon. Then we're going to go for Xeno Meteorus, pop the Baby to summon out the Tomosaurus. We're going to trigger our Iguanodraka to bring back from grave one of our Dino Wrestlers. And with these two, we can go into Denglong. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Denglong, grab the 9 pillars. Then we can use these two to make ourselves a Solda. Oh, damn. Okay. Then Denglong, send a Yangzing to grave, and we're going to make a level 1 for no reason. And we set our 9 pillars. Our opponent goes Galaxy Soldier to search another Galaxy Soldier. Activate Galaxy Expedition. We're going to go 9 pillars of the Yangzing on the Expedition and pop our Denglong. Then we get to trigger Denglong in the grave as well as our Chiwen. They're going to go Called By on the Chiwen. We still get to summon out Beyond from the deck, and they're going to go for Galaxy Trance. Oh, that's a good card. But we get to go Solda when they special summon both and just destroy both cards. Then they summon out a Galaxy Soldier to go into Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare Dragon, bring back from grave, but we can negate the special summon of Soul Flare. Oh my goodness, bro. Yo, this is actually crazy. Yo, Solda, low-key, like, I said this card sucks, but it's actually not that bad. It's just the fact that it's a when effect that makes it pretty bad. Anyway, Beta Ultra Pill, summon the Dino Wrestler Fusion Monster, T-Rexel, and just go for game, bro. Yo, for the Theme Chronicle event, that was kind of crazy. Like, this board was kind of insane, and I'm pretty sure you could have went even further with it. Honestly, pretty impressed with this list. And from Dirk in the Discord, I just had to steal this list real quick. This is a Madolche list, and we don't have a replay for this one, but I had to showcase it. I couldn't in good faith not show it because Madolche is insane. I think this potentially might be the best deck in the event, to be honest. This deck is like even pretty good in ladder. Like, even in ladder, it's pretty solid. So I wouldn't be surprised if this turned out to be like one of the best decks in the event. So definitely, if you have the Madolche cards, probably consider playing this. You'll probably get all the gems regardless of what you play. But yeah, this is definitely going to get you those gems really quickly. This deck is going to be insane. So from Kenny Pickering here, I'm going to give the Tellarknights some love. To be fair, I've been pretty rude to this deck, and honestly, it's because I'm kind of clueless as to how this deck even works. When I tried playing it, it was absolutely terrible, and maybe I was a bit hard-headed and just didn't want to learn. So I'll let the replay speak for itself on this one. I'm completely clueless when it comes to this deck. I don't think I could really do it justice if I even tried explaining what this does, so we'll just see it in action. All right, so let's see this Tellarknight deck in action here. We have Droll, Flint Lady, Unka, I don't even know how to say this card's name, Unukal, whatever. Send Deneb to grave, activate the Constellar Tellarknights. They're going to chain Maxi here. And let's see if we can play through Maxi. We're going to go for Skybridge. We can send our Unkalai to the grave to summon Vega from the deck here. And then trigger the Constellar Tellarknights, summoning out the Deneb from the grave, activating Deneb to search the Liran. Then we're going to use these two. We're going to go into a Constellar Caduceus, special summon the douchest of douches, and get back our Skybridge. And we're actually going to droll ourselves to stop our opponent from drawing more cards here. So that's pretty impressive. Add back from grave to hand the Skybridge. Then we can go for Caduceus effect. Banish Ulkahai to trigger Ulkahai effect using Caduceus and send to the grave a copy of Alteran. Then we can trigger Constellar Tellarknights to turn our Ptolemy into a Deltaros. Because we special summon a Stellar Knight, we can special summon out the Alteran from the grave. Alteran pop our spell here. Then we can go Fire Flint Lady, special summon. Use these two. We're going to go into Isolde, Tale of Two Noble Knights. Trigger Deltaros to summon from deck a Altair. Altair, bring back the Deltaros from the grave. Then we can trigger the Isolde, send to the grave a Living Fossil to summon out the Reno from the deck, and Reno is going to add back to our hand the Living Fossil. Then using these two, we can go to a Barricade Borg Blocker, trigger the Deltaros, not once per turn, by the way. Discard the Skybridge with Barricade Borg Blocker. Not too sure why we do that. I forget if Skybridge has a good graveyard effect, but either way, summon out the Vega here. Vega, special summon out the Lyran. Then using Alteran and Vega, we can go into Gaga Magician. Detach a material to special summon one Xyz monster from our grave. Get the special back the Deltaros. Damn, Deltaros is almost like a baby from the extra deck. Here we can make ourselves a Nightmare Griffin. Then we're going to trigger Deltaros, special summon out the Liran from the deck. And using all of these, we can make ourselves an IP Masquerena. That is linked, so it's not negated by Griffin. Then we go Living Fossil, bring back Alteran. And using these two, we can go into a Ptolemaeus. So Ptolemaeus, pointed to by the Griffin, we can trigger Ptolemaeus during the end phase to attach one material to it, and we can add back the Constellar Tellarknights to our hand in the end phase. So here Griffin is negating all monsters that are not linked. We have an IP Masquerena, we have a Ptolemaeus, which I believe can quick effect Xyz during opponent's turn into a rank 5. Yes. Alright. So let's see what we do here. Opponent goes Ignite Paladin and scale up the Templar. Playing against Ignites is kind of crazy here. Adding the Ignis Phoenix to the hand here. We're going to fast forward a little bit. Then they're going to scale up. We're going to go IP Masquerena. Go straight into Unicorn. Unicorn discard to bounce the Ignis Phoenix. And we get to draw because they're co-linked. So we draw into Sakitama. And we're going to draw 2 more cards here. Wait, what? How do we draw... I don't even know how we drew 2 cards there. I'm not gonna lie. But either way, get the special summon these two, go into Caduceus. Caduceus is gonna add back to our hand both the Liran and the Constellar Tellarknights. We're gonna go to battle phase and just swing for game. So look, man, even watching the replay, I'm not super sure what's going on. But hey, shout out Tellarknights. They're probably going to be really, really good this event. Honestly, that board looked super broken. And like I said, there's no kaijus this event, so it's not like they can just kaiju your Griffin away. They have to deal with it somehow. All right, next up here, we have the most base deck, I think, that we got for this event here. And that would be Toons from Blessed Beck. So shout out to her. And yeah, this deck, I mean, look, it's Toons. This is about the only place that they get to actually have fun is in events like this one. So shout out to the Toon players. Your deck is not that cheap. It's not that expensive either, right? Only 6 URs really in the main to build Toons. Shit, maybe I should build it. But yeah, I mean, I really love Toons. It's one of my favorite archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not the worst. Also, it has like, even though it can break on its bigger monsters, it actually has really good consistency because it has so many searcher spells. It's also a pretty good going second deck, and this is going to be kind of a going second format. Comic Hand is actually kind of a crazy card. So yeah, shout out to the Toons, and let's get into that replay. All right, now let's see this Toon list in action. Like I said, huge fan of Toons, just one of my favorite archetypes in the game. Nice looking green field. You absolutely love to see it. We've got the stone, we've got the Toon table of contents. We're going first, you'll have to see it. We're going to go for Toon table of contents here, add a Toon bookmark to our hand, then we can activate Toon bookmark to add the Toon kingdom, activate Toon kingdom, banish the top 3 cards of our deck, set the 2 Toon terrors, and just summon Red Eyes Toon Dragon from the deck. So yeah, I mean, this is really good. You're setting up 2 Omni Negates here turn 1. Insane board, honestly. Insane combo, I would say. So our opponent, no, Harpy's Feather Duster. We're gonna go for one of our Toon Terrors here, and oh no, it's a hard once per turn Omni Negate. That's actually messed up. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? We're playing against, how do we beat Mathmech with no interruption? We're gonna go Max C here. Bro, how is this gonna beat Mathmech? This is actually insanity. They're gonna summon out Circular. We draw into Toon Bookmark, summon the Sigma, draw into Page Flip, then they search the Equation, normal Ichichi, search Ignister, and they're gonna go for Dark Infant at Ignister. We draw into Blackstone. Yo, like how do you not lose? They go for Ignister AI Land, make Alimbertion, draw again, Alimbertion effect, search the Addition. I mean, we're on Max C and our opponent has more cards in hand than us. Cyber's Wicked, get to summon out the Ignister. All right, we're starting to get some cards in here. Yeah, search the Fighting Spirit, search the other Ignister. I don't know the Ignister names, I'm not gonna lie. Make Splash Mage, summon out the Bururu, send the Gussie, summon back out the, I think that was Picari, I actually don't know. Make a Wind Pegasus at Ignister, then they summon out the Pikaru, and we get to protect our cards using our field spell here. They're going to make a Dark Templar, use Signet Mining. Okay, so I guess they don't go for Zeus, and instead they go for Ignister stuff, and that's why we're able to survive here. So yeah, they move over the Dark Infant. Yo, what is this? Like a friggin' Ignister showcase? Like, come on, man. All right. Okay, here's the access code. Now, access code can't destroy this stuff because we have the Toon Kingdom on the field, right? So, access code effect, attempt to pop. Oh, no, but they can't just pop the field spell and then pop the Red Eyes Toon Dragon. How? Okay, but they did use Circular. Did they make their access code with the... What? Excuse me? Excuse me? They still haven't... Okay, I guess they didn't know that Circular only lets them attack once? I guess they didn't know? Wait, did they just pop their own monster? Okay. Anyway, you know, surely we can make it out of this situation alive. Special the Blackluster, normal the Blackstone of Legend, trigger the Blackstone of Legend effect engrave, go table of contents, special out the Toon Blackluster Soldier, take control of the Wind Pegasus at Ignister, and just swing directly for game. Definitely one of the replays we've ever showcased on the channel. Let's move on. All right, enough goofy decks. Let's get back into the real stuff. And here we have Blackwings. This also might be the best deck in the event. Like, I feel like Madolche and Blackwing are definitely 2 of the absolute best decks you can get. And this one's pretty cheap because there's a really good structure deck for it. You do still need some URs in the extra that are not in that structure deck. But yeah, this deck is probably going to be insane. I can see the Archfiend King Calamity down there, and I can see the Shamisen Samsara Sarokat up left in the extra deck. So I'm guessing you're trying to just lock down the game on your opponent's turn, which is really disgusting and also very doable for Blackwing. I guess we don't have the one that burns, like I forget his name, but you know, the one that behaves basically like Masquerade. So I'm guessing you're going for just a whole turn lockdown instead. Insane deck, a little degenerate, but definitely going to be really, really strong. Let's move on to that replay. Oh yeah, and before the replay starts, I want to give a shout out to High Niner. I forgot to shout you out in the deck profile. So I know it's one of your favorite decks, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you're just going to set up a King Calamity, right? Let's just see it in action. So we're going to go Black Whirlwind here. Our opponent's going to chain Maxi. Thankfully, we have Called by the Grave. And I'm guessing here we're in ranked also. So yeah, that's kind of impressive here. So we're going to go for Black Simoon and Blackwing Simoon. And then we get to trigger 2 Black Whirlwinds. Search Sudri as well as Vada. We're going to normal summon Sudri, trigger both Black Whirlwinds yet again, and we can grab a Squall as well as our Chinook and our Shamal, I think it's called. Yeah, Shamal, to get our Black Feather Whirlwind. Then we can summon Vada, use Vada effect to make Blackwing the Dragon, bring back the banished Zephyros, and trigger the Shamal to add to our hand a copy of Harmattan. Then we can summon out the Zephyros, use the Sudri, tribute the Zephyros, summon a token, use these two in hand to make Shamisen, trigger the Zephyros, engrave again to bounce the Black Whirlwind. Black Feather Whirlwind is actually not a hard once per turn, so if you bounce it back, you can use it again. Bring back the Squall here. We're going to send a card to the grave to go into Draco Berserker using our Borealis. Yeah, this is looking pretty nasty. Draco Berserker on the field plus the Samsara Sorrow Cat. Our opponent is on Gold Pride, going for better luck next time. And we're going to go straight into Shamisen, Samsara, jump into our Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, King Calamity, and I think this just locks down all opponent's effects for the rest of the turn, right? Your opponent can't activate cards or effects on the field at all. Whatsoever. Basically an FTK deck. Basically an FTK. This is, man, that's going to be annoying. Yeah. Maybe Karibo's not the play. All right, we've been through a lot of decks today. There's only 2 left. This one is from Banished Mochi, and I absolutely love this deck. It's Appliancers. It's very different from the Appliancers that I built in real life back when this deck was like $5. You could just build this deck with a bunch of like super low rarity trap cards. It was a pretty silly deck. But yeah, this build here seems to be just all gas. Well, as much gas as this deck can get. It's a pretty silly deck. I don't know how easy it would be to climb with the Appliancers, but I think this deck is super awesome. Laundry Dragon is actually kind of crazy. It's actually a good card. So, you know, let's just go see the deck in action. All right, so Appliancers. I love this deck. Shout out King Scarlet, by the way. I know he loves this deck as well. Let's see what we have here. We have Breaker Bunkle, Copy Buckle, Talents, Reuse, and Evenly. And we're going second against Heroes. Or at least we're going second against DPE Pass, maybe? Probably not, right? Okay, yeah. So it's probably Heroes. So they're going to go for Malicious, summon out another Malicious, going for the effect of Denier, put the Malicious back on top of the deck. Then using these two, we go into a Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader, target the Denier, bring it back. Then we can trigger Malicious, banish it to summon the one we put on top of the deck. Tribute that Malicious to add Stratos to our hand. Then we can go for Stratos effect, search Plasma. Tribute 3 to summon Plasma, activate Dark Calling, and make a Malicious Bane, I guess? Yep. So we have Malicious Bane, DPE, Plasma. Still, pretty great board. Pretty surprised if you can actually break through this with the Appliancers. But yeah, we are going evenly matched in the battle phase here. They're going to chain DPE. Okay, you're playing against a really smart opponent here. So we're going to go for Breaker Bunkle, Copy Buckle, Special Summon, make the Celtipus. This card is actually really good. It can't be targeted for battle while you control another Appliancer, I believe. And it makes your other Appliancer, it points to like indestructible or something like that. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So this link card can't be targeted by card effects or your opponent's monster attacks. And yeah, if your monster battles while it's pointing to it, basically it gains the attack of the opponent's monster, which means it can't be destroyed by battle. So pop these two with the DPE here. They're going to search a Vion. We're going to go for Copy Buckle on the Propylion. And then we're going to summon out the Laundry Dragon. This card is really good. So while it's co-linked, I think it's going to banish the DPE here. Yep, banish the DPE since it's co-linked. Swing with the Dryer Drake, and we're going to go for triple Tactics Talent. Shuffle back the Fusion spell, Miracle Fusion, and pass turn here. Let's see, our opponent goes Hero Lives, summon out the Stratos, search for Ferris. Then they're going to normal summon Vion, send the Shadow Mist to the grave to search a Liquid Soldier. And then they're going to go for Vion, banish from grave to search Polymerization, activate Polymerization to fusion summon into Sunrise. Sunrise is going to search, I think, Miracle Fusion, and we get the Liquid to draw 2, discard 1, add Miracle Fusion to hand. Then we're going to trigger our Crosskeeper, special back our Liquid from the grave, and they didn't read the Celtipus, I guess. So our monster's going to gain attack here. Then they're going to swing with Vion into Dryer Drake. We gain attack. Bro, why are you why do you keep swinging? Why are you still swinging? They're going for Miracle Fusion here to summon Absolute Zero. Okay. And then they go for a Crosskeeper and Grave, draw 2 and put 1 back in the deck, set 1. Why did you swing into that, bro? Why? And I believe this is in ranked too. Okay, whatever. We go for Propylion here. Propylion can attack directly. They're going to go for Book of Eclipse. We got some really amazing replays today, you know, some high-level gameplay. All right, let's move on to the last deck. All right, and let's end it off here with Jadistic's crazy Neospatian Isolde hand loop thing. This list is it's looking really spicy. I guess that's the least I could say about it. You can see here in the extra deck we have literally all 3 of the Neospatian Aqua Dolphin fusions, and obviously the boy himself in the main deck, and Isolde is not banned in this event, so you had to expect at least one weirdo hand loop thing going on, right? Look, man, I don't know what else to say about this deck. Shout out to this deck. He loves pulling up with the weirdest hero decks. So let's just go see the replay, I guess. All right, and this is going to be the last one, man. Yo, that was a long recording session. I included way more decks than I ever did for these videos before. Hopefully you guys appreciate the variety of decks we're including this time. So we go for Hero Lives here, summoning out the Stratos, search the Spirit of Neos, activate Crosskeeper in hand, discarding it to special summon out the Hero Spirit of Neos, and we get to search Instant Contact. Then we're going to go for Hero Spirit of Neos to special summon out the Neos from the deck, activate Instant Contact to summon out the Neospatian Marine Dolphin. Marine Dolphin, discard Ash to hand loop our opponent for 1. Then with these 2, we can Contact Fuse into Elemental Hero Marine Neos, use the Grave effect of Crosskeeper to draw 2, shuffle 1 back into the deck, and we're going to go for Marine Neos, hand loop for 1. Using these 2 here, we can go into Isolde, Tale of 2 Noble Knights. Isolde is going to add the Neospace connector to our hand. Then we're going to send the Refusion to the grave to special summon out the Renault. Then we can go Refusion, bring back a fusion from the grave, and we can do another hand loop with the Marine Neos. Then we're going to Ash the Limiter Overload in the grave, link up into IP Masquerena, set 2, and pass. I mean, we hand loop for 3 here, set up an IP Masquerena, got a couple of interruptions. That's nothing to scoff at. From what he told me, with the God Hand, you can hand loop all 5, but he was not able to get that God Hand replay. Now, with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I mean, look, I got a lot of editing to do. I'm trying to get this video out before the event starts, but the event might already be started by the time you're watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't drop a like already, please drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys are going to play in the event. I can't wait to see different decks that you guys came up with. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. All right. Peace.